Alright folks, quick little video in arcade here. So I'm going to open up my Studio One and I'm gonna make sure this is going. Okay, so I'm doing my dual recordings here so people can kind of have an idea, and then you can see this. This is just loading up on the screen. There we go. Easy peasy. So people can kind of see that, right? Okay, create new song. I'm just going to do this completely from scratch. So I'm going to go to empty song. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my instruments folder. And I'm going to go to my arcade, which is a plugin. I'll leave the download links below, but this is like, it's an easy plugin to use. Okay, shut up. So that one goes there, this one goes there. So 3 instances of arcade I'm putting on this. So like I was saying, top layer is going to be my melody. Like this is for somebody that's never put a beat together before, so this is just makes it nice and easy for people to see. Just like for the complete beginner that doesn't have a clue. Okay, so I'm going to go to my top layer, which is going to be my melody layer. So you have your 3 instances of arcade right there, right? So my top layer is going to be my melody layer. Here's a brand new kit, Tiny Battalion, so I'll just download it. It's already downloaded. Alright, I got to turn my speaker on. And I'll keep it in C major, because C major is an easy key to go with. So we got this going now. So now I just got to link this up to my MPK Mini. Maybe sometimes it might not even have a melody on it, but we'll see. This one doesn't sound like it does. It doesn't. Let's try something else. Okay, this one. Okay, so then you're going to want to go to your BPM. My BPM's at 120, so I'm going to want to bring it down. I like to work in 87's the tempo, my standard tempo that I always go with, so let's see how this sounds. Okay, now I'm in my, this is going to be for your key. My key is always C major. I like C major, it just sounds right. And now you can also access this too from here. Oh, this is C. These are set at 160 BPM, which is way too high for to be using. So we're gonna have to go, because I'm in 87. So okay. Okay, we can use that. We're just doing a demonstration beat, anyways. Okay, so then the next one is gonna be my drums. So not kits, obviously. Let's just go to lines. Let's go to a drum machine. Bucket, let's go on beatbox. Live and direct. 71. So we're just gonna, we'll link this up to my MPK Mini. Then we'll just see what we can cook up here. Here we go. We're gonna go with that one, I think. That sounds kind of funky, I like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna stretch this out. 8 bars. So 8 plus 8, 16 bar verse, you get the idea, right? Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Now, okay, so we got our drums, which is like a weird beatbox sound. And then plus we got our melody up top, which is somebody making some random noises. So we're off to a good start. Okay, so now we're gonna go to lines. Our kits. Okay, so bassline. So this arcade's really good because it'll have a bassline here. So look, it's already labeled for us. Let's see, I haven't downloaded any of them. This is not how I usually make a beat. This is just a nice, easy way so people can see. And arcade lines everything up, so no matter what, it's going to be on the same BPM and same range, so you're not cutting and pasting a million things. Oh yeah, I gotta link this up to my thing here. So now I got all three arcades going, so. We can make a beat out of these. You know what? Maybe let's try this bassline. Try Dark Zeitgeist. So yeah, that bass line is just a little bit too crazy for my taste. It's kind of hard on my ears, actually. Alright, so for crying out loud, where the fuck, man? Okay, play this one. Where did it go? Play it, biatch. Oh yeah! So yeah, and then you can come, you can take a look. Oh, it wants me to update. Nope. Oh yeah, that's not bad. So this is my bass line playing right now. So that you can play with the tempo, obviously. Okay. Like this is a quick tutorial, right? So if it's too loud, turn it right up to the max. See it hit that note. Ooh, that sounds fire. I like it like that. So yeah, and then this is just quick to show people how easy it is to make a beat in arcade. So if people are looking now, you can see, ooh, that sounds good. They can see all three of my arcades all going off of one key on my MPK Mini. If people can have a look at my keyboard there. It's all off the one key on my MPK, right? So people can see that. This is not a good way to make a beat, but this is for beginners. This is beginner tutorial, right? Whoa. So let's go. Let's record all three at the same time. Oh, I didn't. I gotta put my little thingy on here. I usually have a preset for this. Okay, so put the click on. Yes. Okay, pre-count. 3-second pre-count. We're rolling off. Ready? Oh, fucked up. Why is it recording? Oh, I don't want that. I never run a metronome. I got a metronome in my head, so I never ever run a metronome. There we go. Alright, let's try this. Like, this is just a froth beat, right? Like, and then if you're super lazy, like, you could stop here. And then there's other keys that you can play here, like. Okay, so we just screwed that up. Or I just screwed that up, but that's okay. So 5 bars. So this is the thing, right? So I'll cut it off halfway in between the whole 8-bar looper. It says the whole 8. Yeah, this is, so you got to drag it to 9, which is actually 8 bars, right? So then I'll just go like this. Duplicate. No, that's not right. Okay, undo. Okay, so we got that. Go like this, duplicate, boom. Go like this, quantize it, bounce it. So we'll just bounce that. I don't know why it's not bouncing. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for that to bounce, and then after that bounces, then I'll kind of show you guys how I do just a rough mix on the beat. And then this is all pretty basic standard stuff. So this is an easy program to use arcade for people that don't know. Like for me, I'll usually put, for my drums, I'll use, what's it called? Not Sample One. What is it now? Impact XT, which is a drum program, so I can play the pad drums, or I'll use a drum loop from Splice, or I'll just manually do my drums on what's it called there? Impact XT. So we're waiting for this to bounce, so this is gonna take a second. This is just for like a total beginner tutorial, so this is just nice and easy. This is probably not a very good tutorial. This is taking a long time to bounce. So yeah, well, we're basically bouncing an entire loop right there, right? So these are just random arcade sounds, right? So this is the last one. Okay, let's see what we got. So now it's going to come up as mixed down wave files. There we go. So we got a beat. An arcade beat. And this is an easy way. This isn't a good way, but it's fun. And plus you could pretty much, like with arcade, you could pretty much do anything that comes to your mind. Like, you know, if you want to do a rock song or something, you can go back, open up an arcade, and say, okay, well, and I want to get a guitar sound, right? Let's see what I got here. Let's just say guitar sounds. So you go to your lines, and then you're gonna want to go to, or yeah, let's bring it back to the 70s. Boom. It's Black Sunday. So let's and then if you just layer those 3 arcades up, you don't know, you can come up with whatever you want, right? With the arcade sounds that come with it, right? You just got to download them. Arcades are really, really easy, simple software just to do a straight up loop melody, right? Which is, yeah, this is just a simple thing. So we got our bass line on the bottom, so I'll just quickly type that in so people know. Bass, motherfucker. And then we got our drums. Drums is in the middle. Drums. So then we got that going there. Okay, so shut up. So that's good. Okay, so we got bass. So we'll just do this. Try to do this correctly. I never do this, but I should probably. And then we'll just rename this track. Oh yeah, you just double click your track. So top melody. Okay, so melody. Retarded today. Okay, so we got that ready. Now we're gonna loop this twice. So now we're bringing it up. This is set at 87 tempo, so people can see that 87 tempo. The key is C major. Just put it in C. So, oh, that's so I'll just, okay, so your first 5 bars, or first 4 bars, theoretically it's 4 bars. You're gonna want to cut the bass line. You're gonna want to take the bass line right out. Bring your drums in. This is just easy. Bring your drums in about there, right? So your drums, we'll just make them a different color. We'll make our drums. Let's make our drums. I like that color. Okay, drums are going to be that color. Melody, we'll make the melody pink, and then we'll make the bass. We'll just make the bass gray, I guess. Okay, so melody. Now, this is the next thing that you want to do too. Sorry. Normalize everything. So now normalizing it is going to bring it up to the volume where it should be at. So it should be clipping at 0 decibels, right? So this is your mix table. This is an pardon me. This is an advanced tutorial even for like a person that's brand new. Like, you're probably not going to understand this, but if you can manage to get Studio One loaded up into, like, if you can get Studio One on a computer which comes from Splice, which has a free 2-week trial, I believe, and then after that you can purchase it or get it on rent to own, then you can get started with this. And this is the probably hands down, well, it's the program I know now. It took me a little while to learn this one, but it's the one that I know now. So we got the drums here. I'll put a quick vocal behind this so people can kind of see how I lay a vocal behind this beat. Like, this isn't a beat that I would use, but this is, you know, we'll have some fun with this, right? So, okay, so we got that. So this is our introduction, right? Coming into play here. So this is just quick. So, okay, so between 21 and 25, this is going to be our hook part, right? So we're going to want to pull some of this out. So generally you want to run your melody the whole way. So this is going to be like our pre-chorus here, right? So I can put not information. How do I do this again? No, we won't label it right now. But yeah, this is so. Let's just say, just so people, like, this is the easiest way to do this. So between 17 and 21 is going to be kind of when you should be building up to your chorus, right? So I can even put arcade, just play one instance of arcade. So we just go to full list of kits I've saved. No, not those ones. feed. So we just need like a riser, just something to bring us from the actual beat into this warp kit. I'm sure this has probably got something here. Just something, and then Arcade will line this up as long as it's on the same notes, right? So let's see how we do here. So that sounds like it might work with something. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna remove this track and instrument. So I'm just gonna take these arcades that we're not using right off of there, because they're just gonna clutter my mix and get me confused. So now I'll just run this and see. Okay, so we can't really use any of those sounds. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to play around too much with this, just gonna open up my Splice sounds. So this is the Splice app, so people can know what this is. And I'm just gonna put, I'm just gonna look for a riser. Riser. Okay. First one there. Riser. So we'll put that riser, just pop it right in there, drag and drop. And then let's just say without we're leaving that, let's put it in after. Just go like that. Oh, with these ones too. No, you want to run your melody the whole time. That should work like that. That's not bad. I'm trying to keep this quick too, so okay, so that's good. That drops off pretty good, so we'll do that. Now this one, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna quickly put I'll just put grow speed on it or something here. No, you know what I'll do is, this is a better plugin. You guys aren't gonna know what this is yet, but we'll just throw a quick shaper box on there. This is just to show you guys, so just because we gotta make this sound a little bit different. So it's simple filter, this should work. And like you can go in and you can get really into like hardcore details where you just play with it and get into the pitches and stuff. This is easy shit though. Okay, so that looks like it might work. Let's try it. Let's see how that sounds. Then I just gotta put a little cut there. Nah, it's not very good. Okay, so we want to take it off of that one. Okay. Just chop this down a bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bounce that so I don't have that plugin on there the whole time. So we're just going to, or I got to mix it down, so audio mix down. Event, mix down. So, yeah, clipped, whatever, doesn't matter. No, I don't want to delete. No. Okay, so we got that mixed, clip down. So just delete that, drag this back up, get rid of this track because we don't need it anymore. Actually, I don't think I want to take that bass note out. Just clip this note here. Perfect. Okay, let's just say that's our beat. It's not the best, so we're just going to duplicate it 3 times. Easy, easy, easy. Oops, delete that. Okay, delete that. Just gonna put random deletes in places where you just think that they might look okay. And then we're gonna go like this, and we are going to create auto fades. So we got auto fades. Obviously it could be a lot better. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so quick mix on the beat now, I guess. We're gonna try to make this into a song. Alright, so quick mix on the beat. I'll just put my little catchphrase on there so it's all saved in my Splice files. My dude. Okay.
My dude!
Easy. Put her there. Let's see. Go to, so we'll take the drums out there. See, when you put your auto fades on, it's hard to do this kind of thing here. So there we go. Let's see.
My dude!
Okay, you want to have that bass hit out loud. Yeah, it has to be there.
My dude! My dude! My dude! My dude! My dude! My dude!
That's not right. Come on, you motherfucker. Okay.
My dude!
Okay, that's good. Good little transition there. Okay, this is gonna be this is a really boring beat, so I'll just do something here real quick. I'll put a high pass on this. So go to track 2. And I'm just gonna go to this one. I'm just gonna do a quick high pass to roll this beat in. And then I'll bounce it out of here. This is just quick. This is quick. No, out there. This might work actually. Let's mix that down. So we'll just put a quick high pass on there. Done. Or whatever the fuck chorus twang. That's a flanger, I think, on there. Okay, and then we just remove the after you bounce something, drag it back to where it was, and then just remove the track, just delete it. So left, right click, delete. This, I'm kind of going through this fast, but this just. Somebody's calling. Need another riser. We need another riser. Fucking don't know why it does that. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Let's try that. Okay.
My dude!
Perfect. Sounds good. Okay, so okay, now we're just going to create our auto fades again. Okay, so I got presets for my drums and my bass. So I just give them weird random names. So AAA preset. So my drums. Okay, here's my drums. And then I'll just drag and drop. There's my bass.
My dude!
Oh, that'll sound. This is not, these aren't good quality sounds or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna side chain my drums to my bass. And this EQ, basically all this EQ has on it is, it's just a flat EQ, except I just gave it a mild low pass, mild high pass, right? So this is my high cut here. I don't give it too much high cut and I don't give it too much low cut, right? But what I am going to do is this. Now this is kind of the way that I do this. Is I take my lower mid frequency and then you can see the pink. You see how the pink's going up there? It's gonna sound really bad. This isn't a real drum. Speed it up. I just had to speed the tempo up a little bit. It was a little bit too slow. Try that 91. See how that sounds. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that I get these to match up a little bit. It's just a demo video anyway, so. Okay. Oh, and then the next thing before this. So if you have a cell phone and you're actually paying attention to what I'm doing, put these plugins in this order. Sidechain your kick drum, which is in this case is a beatbox, so it's not a real kick drum. It's actually just somebody just making the sound with their mouth. So sidechain your kick drum to your bass line, which is my bass line here, and then your Camel Crusher. Take your cell phone, take a screenshot, take these settings, put this Camel Crusher #1 for your kick, #1 for your.
My dude!